visiting University of New Orleans Privateers. They come into the and McPherson. And now the starting lineup for your San Jose State Spartans, as announced by 8th season head coach George Nessman. His staff is Brent Davis, Donald Williams, Tim Marion, and Durwood McCoy. It's the same starting lineup the Spartans have thrown out for the most part of this season. The first guard is a 6'2" sophomore out of Los Angeles, California, averaging 9.1 points per game. It's DJ Brown. The other guard is the 6'2" senior out of Champaign, Illinois, who is the 8th best scorer in the nation at 21.5 points per game. It's James Kinney. One forward is a junior transfer out of Santa Clara University via Pomona, California. 10.7 points per game, 9 rebounds per game for Chris Cunningham. And the other forward, the 6'6" junior out of Salt Lake Community College, it is Lewis Garrett. And finally, the starting center is the 6'11" junior out of John A. Logan College. It is Alex Brown. So it is Kinney, Brown, Garrett, and DJ Brown along with Chris Cunningham. Spartans are in their home whites with the blue and gold lettering and the trim down the side. The New Orleans Privateers are in their road deep blues with white trim down the side and white lettering across the chest. Spartans will be attacking the bucket to my left, and the Privateers the one to my right. Jumping center against the big Alex Brown will be Eddie Denard at 6'5", and we are underway from the event center. The final game of the non-conference season for San Jose State gets underway as the Spartans win the opening tip into the backcourt for DJ Brown. We'll see what the Spartans try to do against this defense of New Orleans that was troublesome for number 17, Butler. The first play goes into the hands of Chris Cunningham, backing his way into the lane, now jumps into the lane. A sky hook is good from about 5 feet out for Chris Cunningham. Low post pressure from Cunningham to start off the game. The Spartans have the 2-0 lead after their first possession. Here comes the Privateers on their first chance. Quick bounce pass down low. It is Denard backing his way against Chris Cunningham in the low block. Now they cycle a pass over to the far side for a quick jumper on a fadeaway, and it's good by Lavelle Cook. Nice mid-range fadeaway jumper on the baseline left side, and it's now a 2-2 game. DJ Brown will work it up court. It is a man-to-man defense right now for the Privateers to start off the game. Chris Cunningham again on the right side block. Now is being guarded by Cook, poked away, now stolen away by Tredarius McPherson. Runs the length of the court, lays it off the glass and in with a hand in his face from James Kinney. So McPherson gives New Orleans the lead 4-2 in the first minute of this basketball game. DJ Brown with a crossover dribble being guarded by the other guard. Nice bounce pass down in the left block for Alex Brown. James Kinney left open for a three. Usually knocks down that shot, but it's off the front of the rim and rebounded by Eddie Denard. Denard outlets to Corey Blake on the right side wing. Cycle the pass again to Denard. Denard with the dribble drive, kicks it back outside to the left side wing where it's held by Nelson. Nelson exchanges with McPherson in the corner with 17 seconds on the shot clock. They'll reset as McPherson cut through the lane. Along the perimeter to the right side now, waiting for that dribble drive move. Corey Blake to Cook. Cook has the ball stripped away and stolen away by DJ Brown. Outlet to James Kinney for the one-handed jam on the other end. James Kinney with a burst of speed, got past the defense and threw it down with the left hand. 4-4 is the score, as the Spartans get the slam dunk on the other end of the floor off the turnover. Now again it's Nelson quick pass into the right elbow for a big jumper over the top of the defense from Corey Blake, the 6'5" junior, and it makes it a 6-4 lead for the Privateers. 17:30 left to go in the first half. It is James Kinney on the left. Up top for Lewis Garrett, quickly passes it over to DJ Brown, waits for a screen from Alex Brown, finds it, almost fell over as he was kind of tripped up and stumbled for a moment. Now with a dribble drive, it's James Kinney outside for a three-point shot from Lewis Garrett is good. Lewis Garrett, who had his best game as a Spartan, the last one in the event center against Seattle, with 20 points for Lewis Garrett. Now has 3 to start off this game. A nice give on the inside. Now back out to the left elbow for a jumper from Lavelle Cook, but it is no good off the front of the rim. Rebounded by San Jose State. Quick pace game so far, 7-6 the score. Spartans with the lead. Bounce pass underneath. There's Alex Brown for the two-handed jam. James Kinney drew the defense in, and it left Alex Brown wide open underneath for the two-handed slam dunk. 9-6 is the score. San Jose State with the lead already with 2 jams in the game so far. 3-point lead for the Spartans. Left corner, Corey Blake, and it's a double dribble. Left his feet for a moment there, and another turnover. Spartans have a 9-6 lead. And this is something that the Privateers did very often in the first game of the season. They will exchange and substitute 4, even 5 players at a time, and they do so just now. 5 new players have come out onto the floor. Corey Dixon, one of them, Max Banshee, along with Evan Ganapamo, and a couple others. Now a bounce pass into Chris Cunningham, had his shot blocked by Kevin Hill, one of the other players just to come in. It was knocked out of bounds. The other player is Isaac Mack, so 5 complete new players. So Spartans remain with their starting 5 as Chris Cunningham gets it into Lewis Garrett on a bounce on the right baseline. Lewis Garrett moving around with a left-handed dribble, draws some contact, and the jump shot is good with the foul. Lewis Garrett already with 5 points, and he'll have a chance to go to the free throw line to complete the 3-point play. Nice job from Lewis Garrett using his offhand, the right hand, to guard against the defense. Then he made a spin move to his left, pulled up for the jump shot as he was getting fouled, got the shot away, and it got the shooter's roll to fall down. Now Lewis Garrett at the free throw line, and his free throw is no good off the front of the rim. 11-6, however, Spartan lead with 16:05 left to go in the first. Banshee off of his dribble looking for some help, and he outlets as he retreats back to Isaac Mack. Mack now has it, the guard, as the ball stolen away by Chris Cunningham. He's trying to run with it as he dribbles, but wisely underhands it back to DJ Brown, who almost was fouled. Gets a pass away from his backside, reversed it to Lewis Garrett on a dribble drive, and he can't get the easy floater to fall. Great move by DJ Brown just to get that pass away. On the other end of the floor, a 3-point shot is put up and missed by Isaac Mack. Now a foul is called, and it was before the shot was taken, I believe, by Isaac Mack. Alex Brown takes the foul. That'll bring us to our first timeout. 11-6 is the score. San Jose State with the lead. 15:36 left to play in the first half on the Spartan Basketball Radio Network.
And don't forget, you can sit courtside for the second half of tonight's game. Visit the Spartan ticketing table on Concord at Section 7. For all the second half action. Head up to the concourse and enter now for your chance to win.
Yeah, the levels are low in-house. So I'm peeking for you.
Sweet Tomatoes features a
Okay.
fresh salad, maple spread soup, muffins, focaccia breads, and desserts. All unlimited.
Okay.
All included. Visit their San Jose downtown location on Coleman Avenue or their newest location in San Jose North at the Outdoor Shopping Center. For more information, log on to
All right, so I'll adjust it here then.
www.sweettomatoes.com. Sweet Tomatoes, a proud supporter of San Jose State basketball.
Back inside the event center, it is an 11-6 game. San Jose State with the lead. 15:36 left to play in the first half, and the Spartans have a quick 5 points from Lewis Garrett to lead all scorers in the game so far. A couple of quick slam dunks for the Spartans, really got the crowd into it and got the Spartans' emotion going as they are shooting so far 5 of 7 from the field, 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. And New Orleans is 3 of 5 from the field, and they'll have a chance for some free throws here as Corey Dixon is at the line for New Orleans, and he hits his first. Dixon, who averages 8.6 points per game, mostly comes off the bench for the Privateers. 6'7" junior out of Texas, Hutchinson Junior College. His second free throw is no good, but then I think it was put back by Chris Cunningham, who was battling for position with Banshee. And they're going to give the bucket to Ganapamo, but I really do think that Cunningham put that one back in the bucket himself. Meanwhile, a foul on the other end of the floor against Isaac Mack. That's the first foul against him, the second team foul against the Privateers in this game. So the Spartans will inbound on the near sideline. Chris Cunningham will be the trigger. 11-9 is the score. 15:26 left to go in the first half. The inbound goes to DJ Brown. All the way in the backcourt, brings it across the timeline. Again, he's being guarded very closely by Isaac Mack. Tossed it into the right corner where James Kinney dropped it for a moment, got it back. Now he moves into the lane, and his floater from 10 feet out is good. James Kinney with his second shot that goes down of the night. He's got 4 points so far for the leading scorer of the Spartans. Banshee in the right side corner on long bounce pass underneath on the baseline. Shot is blocked by Alex Brown and swatted out of play. That was a good pass from Banshee to get it underneath to Kevin Hill, and Kevin Hill tried to make a move to the rack, but there was Alex Brown to make the block. Alex Brown in that game, to start off the season, had a pair of blocks against New Orleans. Swatted one all the way into the cheap seats in that game at one point. As now another dribble drive is skewed aside, knocked out of bounds again by the Spartans defense. 10 seconds on the shot clock for New Orleans as they look to inbound again for the third time. And they get it in to the left corner where it's held by Ganapamo. Ganapamo up to Banshee with 5 seconds on the shot clock. I don't think they realize it. They're very deep. A deep NBA range three. No good off the front of the rim. That shot was taken by Isaac Mack, and it's rebounded by Chris Cunningham. Here come the Spartans again as James Kinney around a screen from Lewis Garrett. He moves into the lane, cuts around, and an errant pass is intercepted by Isaac Mack on the left. Mack wants to run, and he does, but he is fouled, and I believe it's going to go against Xavier Jones trying to defend. It will be against Xavier Jones. That's the second team foul, the first foul on X. As LeVan Pennington looking like he's getting ready to check back in. Going to the free throw line will be Isaac Mack. Isaac Mack, the junior out of Indianapolis. Just a 54% free throw shooter this season. Not a very good free throw shooting team are the Privateers at just 61% on the season. Mack hits his first, and now 4 new players come back in. Lavelle Cook, one of them, as well Eddie Denard. Nelson McPherson also come back in, so some of the starters returning. Corey Blake, also one of them. And the second free throw from Isaac Mack is also good. Now McPherson will come back in. He was waiting there, so the original starting 5 back out on the floor for the Privateers. They like to keep fresh legs and really try and run down the offense by doing that and keeping their defense fresh, and that's been the MO of their offense, even though they had one game where they were trying to do it. Now Lewis Garrett having some trouble in the backcourt, loses his dribble, fumbled it around for a moment, and it's now grabbed by the Privateers. Privateers had a full court press being applied there, and it really was hard for Lewis Garrett to get around a couple of defenders, and finally he kind of slipped up, then lost the ball, and it will be a Privateers basketball. Xavier Jones will guard against the inbounder in Relency Nelson. Nelson gets it on a give, now kicks it outside to the left corner where it's dribbled by Corey Blake. Step back jumper is no good, rebounded by Alex Brown. 13-11, Spartans with the lead. The scoring was very quick to start off the game, but it has slowed down since then. Now LeVan Pennington, who just checked in, has it on the right side. Swings it to Chris Cunningham for a 12-foot jumper that's good from the right elbow. Chris Cunningham with 4 early points for the Spartans. Again, Lewis Garrett still leads all scorers with 5. In the right corner, it's McPherson. McPherson up top in between the circles. Dribbling it was Nelson. Nelson back to McPherson. And again, he kicks it outside. Lavelle Cook had to go right through his fingertips and to Alex Brown, who dribbles it a couple of times, gets away from the defense for a moment, then outlets to Xavier Jones. Crossover dribble between the legs. Now he exchanges with LeVan Pennington on a dribble drive around the paint and off the glass and down. LeVan Pennington, a beautiful move there. Worked all the way around the defense, then used the right hand to lay it in off the glass. Lavelle Cook on the other end of the floor, high arcing jump shot from the right elbow, falls short, rebounded by Chris Cunningham, who was fouled, and it's going to go against Eddie Denard on that foul. That's the third team foul for the Privateers. 17-11 the score. San Jose State with the lead with 13:03 remaining in the first half. Again, this full court press is going to be applied by the Privateers, something that Idaho really did work effectively, and you saw Seattle do it multiple times. Now they break it with a two-handed jam on the other end is Alex Brown, but he missed it off the rim, but fortunately it's rebounded by Xavier Jones, who was bursting up the floor with some speed. And now again, Xavier Jones, as they have a fresh shot clock, Lim Moore into the game for the first time. Long bounce pass to X. Now he throws the lob, and it was intercepted by Cunningham, intended for Alex Brown. Miscommunication down low as Alex Brown was rising up for that jam, and Cunningham, I don't think he knew he was there, intercepted the pass before it could get into the hands of Alex Brown. And it is a turnover for San Jose State. 17-11, still 12:30 left to go in the first. Along the left baseline, moving into the lane, it's Eddie Denard. Can't get his shot to fall as it's swiped away by the Spartans defense. Now taken out by Xavier Jones. Right-handed dribble, underhands to Lim Moore. Lim Moore gives it right back to LeVan Pennington. Rises up for the shot, has it blocked from behind him, but right to Chris Cunningham. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Cunningham resets along the perimeter of Xavier Jones. Back inside for Cunningham. Left-handed hook shot's good. 6 points for Chris Cunningham. Well on his way to his 10-point season average. As now another ball is poked out of bounds, and it will bring us to our next break. 19-11 is the score. San Jose State with the lead. 11:54 left to go in the first half on the Spartan Basketball Radio Network.
Section 16, row D. Congratulations, you've just won 3 popcorn and soda from Camera Cinemas. Congratulations to those lucky
Is that better, Jess?
Camera Cinemas for their support of Spartan Athletics. Camera 12 and Camera 3, just 2 blocks from the San Jose State campus. It's student night every Wednesday. Movies after 6 p.m. with Student ID. Check out the latest movies and independence at Camera Cinemas.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Back inside the event center, 19-11 is the score. San Jose State has the lead over the Privateers of New Orleans with 11:54 left to go in the first half. San Jose State as a team is shooting 9 of 13 from the field, 69% for San Jose State, and they're holding the Privateers to a 33% shooting night thus far at 4 for 12 from the field. Leading the game in scoring is Chris Cunningham with 6 points. He also adds 3 rebounds very early on. He's 3 for 3 from the floor tonight. Also added 2 turnovers, as now another turnover on the other end of the court. It is New Orleans turning the ball over, and the Spartans will get another possession here and can stretch it to a double-digit lead with a bucket. LeVan Pennington will inbound, and that defense is still kind of in a press as they release out of it as soon as the Spartans inbound the basketball. Xavier Jones across the timeline over to LeVan Pennington. Dribble drive, pulls up for a quick jumper. It rims out. No good. High bounce off the rebound is grabbed by Kevin Hill. Hill outlets to the left side wing, and it's a three-point shot by Ganapamo, but it's no good, and an offensive rebound for New Orleans. They'll get another chance on this possession. Over to the circle, and from the free throw line, Kevin Hill can't hit his jumper, and it's knocked out of bounds, and again off of a Spartan hand, so the third chance coming for New Orleans.
Number 1, DJ Brown.
Three changes for San Jose State as DJ Brown comes into the game. James Kinney re-enters, and for the first time this evening, we'll see Chris Jones. So right now, Stephon Smith also out there for San Jose State. And New Orleans inbounding underneath their own baseline. They get it into the hands of Ganapamo. Ganapamo to the backcourt. He'll hand it off to Isaac Mack. Ganapamo and Mack playing catch on the right side. Ganapamo now cycles over to the left. Now the ball is poked away and stolen away by Chris Jones. He wants to run down the far sideline through the lane with a finger roll. It's good. Chris Jones took it coast to coast off of his own steal and turned it into some points. And now the Spartans do have a 10-point lead, 21-11. And a turnaround face-up jumper is no good off the glass. And now Chris Cunningham looking to outlet, and he does after he was triple-teamed along the baseline. The Spartans have the numbers on the other end of the floor. It's Chris Jones with a reverse lay-in, and he throws it off the far side of the rim. Had positioning, had the chance, but just was too strong on that right-handed lay-in, and threw it off of the glass and then off the left side of the basket. Still a 21-11 lead with 10.5 to play in the first. Up top, it's Corey Dixon being guarded by Chris Cunningham. Spartans in the man-to-man, and a foul away from the ball is going against Chris Jones as he was guarding hard against Max Banshee. Looked like Chris reached around and kind of held him up as he was trying to set a screen there. That's only the third team foul for San Jose State. Fouls were an issue in the first game of the season against these two teams. In fact, San Jose State committed 23 of them in that basketball game to the 17 New Orleans had. DJ Brown guarding against the very capable Isaac Mack, who's very athletic. And Mack gets it back outside, wide open for three, and he does not hit it off the right side of the rim. Spartans left him wide open. Now James Kinney thought about shooting the three, bounces into the lane, and he is fouled taking his shot on the left angle. So James Kinney will go to the free throw line.
Second personal, fourth team foul.
Chris Jones getting some instruction from assistant coach Tim Marion. As Kinney at the line, Mike Van Kirk comes into the game. First time we've seen the big 7-footer. And James Kinney's first free throw is good. So Kinney with 5 points now for the Spartans. He's 2 of 3 from the field. The Spartans have a 9-0 run over the last 3 minutes and 47 seconds. And in that span, New Orleans has been 0 of 9 from the field. They've had multiple chances on several possessions as James Kinney misses his second free throw. So he's 1 of 2 from the line. The Spartans do, however, have an 11-point lead, 22-11 with 9:54 to go in the first. With the left hand, it is Isaac Mack trying to push away DJ Brown. Got the pass away before he gets it right back from Ganapamo. Now Isaac Mack with a left-handed dribble, tosses it between the circles. Now a fake and a dribble drive into the lane. The shot awry from Corey Dixon. A battle for the rebound right to Mike Van Kirk, who grabs it on his way to the court. And I believe the Spartans called a timeout before anybody else could get down there. I don't know who called the timeout, but it was an alert one for San Jose State. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. 22-11 the score, 9:34 left to go in the first. San Jose State off to a good start here, and it's been a host of different players to do it. Chris Cunningham with 6 points. He's currently taking a seat on the bench. Lewis Garrett has 5 points. He's also on the bench. James Kinney with 5 as well. And 3 other players with a pair of points this evening thus far. For the New Orleans Privateers, they're 4 of 18 from the field. The Spartans doing a great job defensively. And it was going to be key for San Jose State in terms of the rebounding. The Spartans are being out-rebounded right now, and it's kind of an odd thing to say because the Spartans, on average 10 more rebounds per game than the Privateers do. But the Privateers have 13 rebounds to the Spartans 10. Back in action as DJ Brown, open look for a 3, rattles around and out Stephon Smith with a rebound, tried the putback, but it was no good. Now on the break, it is the Privateers. A foul and a bucket is good by Tredarius McPherson. McPherson had the numbers. It was a 3-on-2. The foul goes against James Kinney. That's his first of the game, the fourth team foul for San Jose State. 22-13 the score, 9-13 left to go in the first. McPherson trying to complete the three-point play, and he does. Now has 5 points for the Privateers. He's only a 32% free throw shooter. Not good numbers for one of your starting guards. DJ Brown, left-handed dribble across the timeline, moves it over to the left side, now spins to his right, cuts it over to Chris Cunningham, finds James Kinney in the left corner, makes a jab step, now steps back for a jumper from 15 feet out, no good, and it's rebounded by the Privateers. Berlancy Nelson, the guard, on the left side, dribbles in between the legs. DJ Brown eye-to-eye with him. And New Orleans had not had a bucket in 9 attempts before that last play from McPherson. Now a jumper from just inside the three-point line from Eddie Denard is good. The 6'5" junior has his first field goal of the night, and it's a 22-16 lead. So here come the Privateers right back at the Spartans. Now a turnover as DJ Brown dribbled it against the leg of Corey Blake. Corey Blake takes it the other way and lays it in. And just like that, that Spartan 11-point lead all but gone. Now it's a 22-18 lead for San Jose State with 8 minutes and 2 seconds to go in the first. DJ Brown, left-handed dribble, now moves it over to the right. Nice crossover move against Corey Blake. Into Mike Van Kirk, down the lane, off the glass and good. Mike Van Kirk, we've seen him play, really used his size to his advantage, and that's something that clearly he'll be able to do throughout the course of his Spartans career. Did it right there beautifully to get the bucket and give the Spartans their 23rd and 24th points of the night. But meanwhile, a lay-in on the other end of the floor by Nelson, and that's his first field goal of the night as well. 24-27, 25 left to go. Right side, James Kinney holds it with his left hand, thought about making a move, but now backs away from the defensive pressure. Skip pass over to DJ Brown on the left side wing, tries the angle, drives in, fakes the pass to Van Kirk, but now has the ball stolen away on his way to the rack, and it was really stripped out of his hands by the combination of Nelson and Denard. Now Nelson into the lane, and a foul is called on him as he leaped into the air, ran right into Stephon Smith, knocked him over, and tried the pass to get it back into the lane, but a foul is called against him as Stephon Smith held his ground. And we'll have a timeout at the Event Center. 24-20 is the score. San Jose State with the lead over the Privateers. 7 minutes and 2 seconds remaining in the first half on the Spartan Basketball Radio Network.
The Spartan Foundation. Gifts of any size to support scholarships make a major impact on student-athlete success on the field and in the classroom. Visit the Spartan Foundation table in the main entrance and join today.
It's all right. For your studio update? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Pacific Storage Company. Agents for Beacons Moving and Storage. Pacific Storage. Serving Californians since 1856.
Thank you. Back inside the Event Center, 24-20 the score. San Jose State with the lead over the Privateers. It's been as many as 11 for the Spartans, and that was at the 10-minute mark of this first half. Now back to 4 with 7 minutes and 2 seconds to go in the first. Leading game in scoring is Chris Cunningham with 6 points overall for San Jose State, followed closely behind by James Kinney. The Spartans are 52% from the floor of this game, 11 of 21. As they've turned the ball over 5 times to the New Orleans 7. They inbound now to Xavier Jones. Takes it across the half-court line. Almost lost his dribble as now he gets it to James Kinney, who does lose his dribble. Had to sprint over to the near sideline to grab that ball back, but still hangs on to it. Now DJ Brown over to James Kinney again. Had to jump to grab that one, and then when he was on his way back, thought about shooting the three. Now over to Alex Brown, who pops up and shoots an air ball. Grabbed by the Privateers. Now a dribble drive and a ball that's swatted away by Alex Brown right out of the hand of Corey Blake. And here comes James Kinney on the other end of the floor. His quick jumper is no good from about 10 feet out off the backside of the iron. And the Privateers now will slow things down with a 4-point deficit, 24-20, 6 minutes and 8 seconds to go. Spin move down the lane or close to it. And now it is turned over as it's knocked out of bounds. Lewis Garrett will come back in for San Jose State. Out of that break, the Spartans, talking about rebounds, it's one of the keys to this game. Spartans really had to dominate the glass because the Privateers only averaged 31 rebounds a game. The Spartans averaged 41. But the Privateers are winning the rebound battle now 18-12. In the game. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Spartans will reset the offense as James Kinney retreats into the backcourt away from the pressure of McPherson. Kinney now with a right-handed dribble starts to make a move with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Bounces into the lane, kicks it outside. It's DJ Brown for three, and it's good. For a moment there, I didn't think DJ was going to shoot that one, but I think he also fooled the defender, as he was able to hit the three-point shot, 27-20. Spartans with the lead, 5 minutes and 18 seconds left to go. On the right angle, it is Nelson. Nelson to McPherson in between the circles. James Kinney clapping his hands as he's trying to play solid defense against him and had a roar of emotion at the same time. Now in the left corner, it's a three-point shot, too strong from Corey Blake. Rebounded by DJ Brown and Chris Cunningham, who both got a hand on it, but somehow it came back down to Lavelle Cook. And Lavelle Cook is fouled after his second effort. DJ Brown takes his first personal, and that's the 5th team foul for San Jose State. Cook will be at the free throw line. Cook only with 2 points this evening. Cook just 1 of 3 from the field. At the line, 77% free throw shooter is Cook. And the first free throw is no good. Bounced off the front of the rim, then the back, then the glass, and just did not fall down for Cook. Privateers now enter Maurice County for the first time in this game. County really more of a defensive player for the Privateers. The junior transfer out of Jacksonville College. Cook's second effort is good. Averaging 13 points a game as Cook has 3 in the first half. And now a foul is called against Nelson. Relancy Nelson, as he was guarding DJ Brown very closely, trying to hold off DJ from getting across the half-court line. But he fouled him in doing so. So James Kinney will inbound from the near sideline into DJ Brown, and they have switched up the defensive pairing. Isaac Mack is now on DJ Brown. James Kinney fakes the pass to the right side. Now he does throw it to Lewis Garrett. Lewis Garrett held the ball above his head, steps into the paint. Now a step back jumper from Lewis Garrett, too strong. Rebounded by Chris Cunningham. Open look, James Kinney for 3 is offline. And again, now a foul is called, as it looked like Chris Cunningham went over the back. James Kinney with a great look for a 3. And that is the first personal foul for Chris Cunningham, the 6th team foul for San Jose State. Chris Cunningham had a chance for that rebound, and on the play, he deflected it off the glass very hard. But he was called for the foul, 27-21, 4.5 to play in the first. James Kinney guarding against Tredarius McPherson. McPherson into the offense and now hands it back to a beautiful move by Isaac Mack as he used the glass, high off the glass, dropped in the shot. 4 points for Isaac Mack, and it's back to a 4-point lead for San Jose State. They've led by as many as 11 in this first half, 27-23, now 4 minutes to play in the first. James Kinney, crossover dribble, now a jab step. He's being double teamed for a moment there as Alex Brown tried to set the 3. DJ Brown for a deep three-pointer, no good. Rebounded and a foul as Chris Cunningham got to the rebound. He was airborne when he grabbed that ball. Almost looked like an easy putback for Cunningham, but he was fouled in the act. So he will be at the free throw line when we come back to Walt McPherson Court. 27-23 is the score with 3 minutes and 54 seconds remaining in the first half on the Spartan Basketball Radio Network.
Superior sandwich, courtesy of Witchwich, the Plant Shopping Center. Spartan fans, let's get loud.
Thank you.
Witchwich is a proud sponsor of San Jose State Athletics. Witchwich, superior sandwiches.
Back inside the event center, 27-23 is the score. San Jose State with the lead. 3 minutes and 54 seconds remaining in the first half. San Jose State being led offensively by Chris Cunningham with 6 points, also adds 6 rebounds for San Jose State. And he will be at the free throw line coming out of this timeout. San Jose State shooting 44% from the floor in the half, 12 of 27 overall. It is 5 points from Tadarius McPherson, and New Orleans has boosted their shooting percentage. That was in the 20s at one point, now up to 36%, 9 of 25. They've yet to hit a three-point shot, 0 of 5 in the game. Spartans are 2 of 6 from beyond the arc. Chris Cunningham at the free throw line coming out of the timeout. His first free throw is good. So Cunningham with a game-high 7 points so far. Second free throw on the way, and it is off the right side of the rim. And rebounded by New Orleans. Tradarius McPherson upright and with a right-handed dribble takes it across half court. Gives to Isaac Mack. Mack exchanges to a cutting across Maurice County. County now with a left-handed dribble. Over to McPherson. DJ Brown sticking with both of them as they exchanged. Over to the right side for a three-point shot. It is no good. Rebounded by James Kinney. Behind the back dribble to get it away from the defense as Cook was looking to try and poke that one away. LeVan Pennington for a three-point shot. Over the top of the rim, right into the hands of Tradarius McPherson. Bounce pass to a 12-foot jump shot from Cook. With some contact, it's good. Lavelle Cook from the left baseline. And now on the other end of the floor, a foul is called as Alex Brown throws it down. That was a quick outlet, and Alex Brown, who was one of the players that was very frustrated against this team the first game of the season, had a chance to really ice the game with a slam dunk. Here he gets the bucket, and now he'll be at the free throw line. Alex Brown for San Jose State with 4 points, 2 of 4 from the field. And Alex Brown can make it a 6-point basketball game, but he misses his free throw. Rebounded by James Kinney on the right side of the paint, and James Kinney trying to aggressively immediately put it back, but he could not get the shot. As now, here come the Privateers. Here's a pull-up jumper from Tradarius McPherson, and it is also no good, but it's taken out of bounds by LeVan Pennington as he got that ball back. 30-25 with 2 minutes and 53 seconds left to play in the first half. Coming back in is Corey Blake. And Tradarius McPherson will inbound. Lavelle Cook gets the bounce pass, tries the reverse lay-in as he's fouled. It does not fall, but he'll find himself at the free throw line again, and the foul is going to go against Chris Cunningham. Cunningham with 2 fouls in the game so far. That's the 7th team foul for San Jose State. And Cook again finds himself at the line. He's 1 of 2 tonight from the free throw line. His first is good.
Number 10, Stephon Smith returns to the Spartan lineup.
Stephon Smith comes back in for Chris Cunningham. As Cook ready to shoot his second free throw. Cook 77% from the line. Third team All-Louisiana player in his community college year. Now a senior, as a whistle for a lane violation. And it's against Alex Brown, I believe, so Cook will get another chance as he missed that free throw. He was the only player on the roster to start all 32 games last season. And he scored in double figures in 23 of those 32 games, 11 in a row at one point. Really a good scorer for this Privateers team. Hits his second free throw, or his chance at his third, really, after the lane violation. 30-27 the score. San Jose State has the lead. 2 minutes and 35 seconds to play. James Kinney gets a pass from DJ Brown, shoots the three ball, but it's too strong, and rebounded again by the Privateers, who have a chance if they can get a three to tie this game up. Outside, it is Corey Dixon now with a dribble. Now it's stolen away by James Kinney. Wants to run with it, has some help. Goes down the lane with a left-handed shot. He can't lay it in as he threw it off the side of the rim. Chance there for the Spartans, but now, again, the Privateers have an opportunity. Dribble drive by Isaac Mack. His pull-up jumper no good, taken away by LeVan Pennington. He wants to run now to James Kinney again. He eludes the defense, and he can't get the easy bunny to fall. Second one, James Kinney is shaking his head about. As now they have a look for three, Isaac Mack, but it was defended by Stephon Smith. He decided to go with a drive along the baseline left side. Some poor possessions here for both teams as LeVan Pennington ends that, takes it down the length of the floor, and lays it in with the right hand. It was back and forth basketball, but nobody was scoring there for that minute or so, until LeVan Pennington was able to lay it in. A minute and 30 left in the half. Another steal from James Kinney. Right out of the hands of McPherson, who is fouled. And Kinney is looking for a flagrant on that one. But they're not going to get it, I don't think. Kinney was grabbed pretty hard on his way to the hoop, but there'd be no flagrant as Coach Nessman is pleading his case for the flagrant. So is James Kinney. Now both officials will come together and discuss this one. Two officials, and now the third will also join. We'll see what the call is. They might go to a replay and look it over. And they are asking for a replay to look it over. I know James Kinney was hooked pretty hard there. And if they see something that they didn't see through the initial play, they will give him a flagrant. Glenn Mayberry was the official that made the initial call. Jimmy Casas also standing with him as they review the play. So with a minute and 26 seconds left, 32-27, this could be a big turning point to get the Spartans back to momentum. They have an 11-point lead at one point in this half. They saw that dwindle away, and the Privateers are sticking right around with the Spartans, but if this turns out to be a flagrant, it could be a big turning point and get them